My name is Frank Llaneza. I'm a managing partner with Converge Network Services Group, an app smart company. Whether it's an acquisition or a post acquisition integration, Jake is really my go to resource for those types of engagements with not only my direct clients, but all the other clients of my partners when they need that type of work. Probably one of the most notable experiences is I've had a client for 10, 12 years. The target company needed to move their infrastructure out of the disposing company's data center. And they had a very short window in order to do it before they had to pay some punitive fees. If they didn't get it done within a 60-day period, it was $250,000 a month penalty. And unfortunately, with before Jake was brought in, they were preparing to pay it just simply because they thought they had no other option. They were getting proposals that would take 4 months. And literally, I parachuted in Jake and his team, and they accomplished that task in less than 60 days, well within budget. And that CIO looked like a hero, not only to his management, but also the ownership group. The fact that we were able to essentially save them that money, Jake paid for himself 4 times over. That's just one occasion. I've got several others. We were in a situation where we needed to move from a legacy hosted Microsoft Exchange platform. And finally, something happened to where there was a change of ownership of the data center where we were hosting our infrastructure, and we were forced to do it. We didn't really have a plan. We called him, said, Jake, I know we're small, but we need you to move us over and take care of it and make it seamless. And he executed. So Sarah, who's our, for all intents and purposes, our COO, said, all right, nobody else, I don't even want to talk to anybody else. Jake is handling everything from here on out, do whatever he says. So it was the easy button. And it's been that way ever since. We'll call this company, national healthcare company. They got a 26 location site dropped on them. And then they had, 20% of the time that you typically need to plan for it. That's what they had to execute it. They didn't have a resource. Their, C-level that I interface with called and said, we've got to move on this quick. Do you have any recommendations? I immediately got Jake engaged. So scope of work was moved and, was negotiated, and it was executed. Jake grew up, being a tactician, right? Doing the physical work, right? Doing that work that needs to happen. I think it certainly helps him and gives him credibility when he's sitting and having a strategic conversation. And it gives me peace of mind to know that, hey, not only can we provide that high level guidance and strategic direction, but again, we can actually execute and turn a wrench when it needs to happen. And that's one less thing the customer has to worry about when we can actually put boots on the ground to get work done. I'd recommend anybody in my field or specific role to explore how Jake can benefit your practice. He has certainly benefited mine. I've enjoyed just developing a relationship with him, right? So aside from just professional endeavors, he's become a personal friend, and he can provide high level strategic guidance that a lot of big companies kind of hang their hat on. But where he really differentiates, in my experience, is he's also able to provide that tactical capability to turn a wrench, because a lot of folks want to talk high level and PowerPoint and Gantt charts and all this fancy stuff, but then when it comes down to actually execution and getting your hands dirty, they're short. Where Jake has the capability to do that and execute. And at the end of the day, it's all about execution. People can talk and pontificate all they want, but unless you can execute, that's where people get paid. And Jake's able to do that at a rapid speed. And it's been a very valuable resource to me and to my clients.